Holidays! You're hanging out with Yolanda DJ Absolute Laura Mombasa, and today on What Around Town, I'm wearing my daughter's corsage cover. Santa. I missed the baby, and I'm just feeling Christmassy inside, warm and fuzzy. And today we're asking you, if a man leads properly, a woman submits naturally. True or false? Laura, we'll start with you, going that way.
If a man leads properly, a woman submits naturally.
Yes or no? Or it's not that simple?
I guess yes. Yeah.
You guess yes.
It's cliche.
It's what?
It's cliche.
The saying?
The saying.
Why?
It's in every other, if a man leads properly, a woman submit. There's some who just don't submit.
Kuna kichwa ngumu.
Kuna vichwa ngumu.
But
naturally.
But are we going to speak about that one-off case or
no.
Generally?
There's some truth to that statement because you want a guy who will give you direction and show you this is where we're going, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. Then does it mean that's the only time you'll submit if I'm giving you that direction? What if that time I don't know that direction? So you stop submitting, I become Kinyangarika somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I meant in terms of
become Kinyangarika.
See, because I'm not giving you the proper leadership that you think I should give you.
Yeah.
So it becomes those ones of natural now I can't submit.
I would want the definition of properly, because I feel like properly lies in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Properly to you is probably not properly to me. What is properly? Because there's someone who will bring in the financial conversation in that. Someone else will bring great or sober counsel.
Yeah.
This man has wisdom. This man has good counsel. This man is. So I'm like, properly it's one of those. God helps those who help themselves, but it's not even a verse in the Bible, but we like to just misuse it because it sounds good. If a man leads properly, a woman submits naturally. I just feel like this whole submission conversation is used badly.
Yes.
Yeah, the conversation is never brought up to. It's very divisive. It just brings to when kichwa ngumu, you don't submit and you are not leading properly. You don't have your house in order as a man. You're not cracking the whip. So I think to submit and a man leading is subject to
what is required. Your requirements are
yes. Yes. It's not a one size fits all conversation or formula.
Your leadership can be money. He has money, so I'm going to be
exactly.
He's going to be a king.
Like Yolanda said, the word submission is being used badly.
Yeah.
Yes,
like
always.
Submission is you don't have a voice.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I need
that,
3 wives because there's always that conversation.
That is not submission. Submission is not you. If you have a difference in opinion with your partner, your husband,
yes,
does not mean you're not submissive. You just have a difference in opinion.
That is true.
It doesn't mean that you don't have a voice in this house or you can't tell him, boss, here, I think you're very wrong.
Yeah.
That is not submission.
There's something that my best friend likes to tell me. She's like, don't state my problem if you don't have a solution. Because I'm relatively self-aware when I'm doing something wrong. So submission, like the way I was thinking about it when Yolanda sent me this topic yesterday, is a sort of surrender. And especially like with women, or especially someone like me, I'm only able to surrender when things are in order. I can relax, I can let go, and I'll submit. So when you tell me that this will work out in this way, this is the plan I have, that's what I think of as submission. It doesn't have to be necessarily finances.
Yeah.
But if you tell me, if I'm dating you, Absolute,
Hey.
matter of factly, just dating Yolanda, calm down. And you tell me, I tell you I'm struggling with this in my career, you should do this instead. Of course, money would be better, that I don't need to go to work, but it's nice that you have some direction you're guiding me towards and it makes sense. So I'd be able to surrender to your suggestions and see that through. But just what is properly?
Yeah. Me, I've told you what is properly. Absolute. What is properly? If a man leads properly, a woman submits naturally.
That properly is vague. It is equal to. Because properly, the way you're saying, properly to you is he has the house in order in terms of provision, finances, school fees, and properly to Yolanda can be, this guy takes my brain. You know, when I sit with him, I'm just like, yeah. And also, submission involves you using your brain also. As the chick also, use your brain. Don't be too
a doormat.
Now, that is when I find, and even for Jamas out here, most of the guys think that the way you said submitting is now, oh, you're my king, your highness.
In surrender.
You can't even speak, you can't even say anything or give an idea.
Could we substitute the word, and I know many people will be like, oh my God, she's a feminist, because being called a feminist is normally an insult, by the way, with our generation. I always like to substitute the word submission with respect. With respect. If you are a man who commands respect, if you are a man who operates with respect, you yourself gives respect, of course everybody in your house is going to respect you. I always have an issue with, I don't have a problem with a woman who says, I submit to my man because of XYZ. If that's what works for them, by the way,
by all means.
We'll give you a gold star. Good girl. You know, cheers. But I think the word should be respect. Because that's what what is the intention of, or what messaging is this? What are we trying to cultivate here? Is, to be honest, the only thing men have issues with lately is because women are more vocal. We want women who bend the knee. Right? Bend the knee. Respect is a better conversation. There are female CEOs. I was hanging out with very big, serious women in the corporate world the other night at Capital Club. But you will see all of them know that they are going to someone's house and they don't play second fiddle, but they know their place. Yes. It's called respect. Submission is a bad word used to terrorize women in this generation.
I think the way you're saying, when you go to your house, you see, both of you, those your titles, stay outside them.
You check them at the door.
If I come, I'm DJ Absolute here, and maybe the madam, let me use Laura, is the TV queen, who she is.
Yes.
When we get to the house, there's no DJ Absolute and there's no TV queen.
True.
It's both of us, you know. So this thing of saying that, okay, son,
do we do, there's the titles, but there's also the checks. There's also the checks.
And that's what I was saying, like, this is like in a very traditional sense, where probably the man is earning a bit more and the wife is at
provide, home. Protect, produce the man.
Exactly.
Yes. And you nurture and...
Exactly. So similarly, I think personally, if I get pregnant, if I have to work a day job, I leave my husband, because I can't imagine being that tired every time and still having to work. But every time we have these conversations, there's always just say money. Of course it's money. We don't live in a society where we hunt and gather. Everything is run by capitalism.
True.
Again.
Laura, you'll always bring us back. We always go around and come back to capitalism is the devil. No, it's okay, but I understand.
So it is definitely we're talking money. If someone brings in the money and he has, because money changes your mentality of sorts. So is this person just bringing money and that's what you're happy with, or does he have all those other characteristics? Because me, I'm thinking, for instance, like, I'm assuming when I do get pregnant, I'd like my man to understand that I'm not able to do some certain roles and these. So he'll have something in plan for all those things. That is something I'd be able to respect and submit to, and be home, instead of showing up to the office 19 months pregnant and, jumping around on stage. That's why unawaita vinyangarika, because the money is there, but then all the other logic things are not necessarily there.
Because that's what I was saying. Remove money from the equation. Now it's the two of you. So what happens now? Remove that money. Of course, it is important, but remove money from the equation.
The problem is, imagine many of us can't separate the man from the man from the money.
Yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately, we cannot. We cannot. I know you'll say it's a capitalism world, it's a capitalism way of looking at things, but unfortunately, that is the issue of our generation. That money is a driving factor in everything, including our homes and how they are run and how we feel about each other, and the placement of who is who in the hierarchy in the house. So there's women who will not bend the knee or submit in quotes, whatever that word means to you. Because now if I'm bringing home half that pig, the bacon, pig, that swine, it's me who's bringing the biggest part of the swine, then we like saying money talks.
Yes.
So I'm like, if a man leads properly, can you lead properly, but you are not the one who is pushing this? Because if I'm paying most of the bills, if I'm paying our home, yani we are living off me. Are you, the question I'm asking, I'm not saying, are you leading properly?
In my household, no.
Yeah. Are you leading properly? Yeah. If you don't have that financial, you don't take the financial lead in the house. It's cute to say, maybe you know how to make money, he's the one who knows how to invest it. But I'm just saying, the real conversation, are you leading properly if you're not the one who is bringing in or keeping that family afloat?
Because it's good. We cannot have all the emotional intelligence, but we have to eat later.
Even right now, we have a boss who, for example, in any institution, this boss who makes sure this company is making enough money to pay its staff. If you see that this formation or these leaders are not the ones who will bring this company to financial freedom and prosperity, see, decisions will be made, and off with their head they bring new ones. It's the same as the family.
That's true.
Are you really a capable leader? If you are not, so sometimes we like to have our small feelings about the money. The money is very important.
It's very
we cannot
important.
remove it from the
Absolutely.
equation. Yeah, it is the equation. Unfortunately, can't wait for the insults though. But when we come back, your comments, our opinions. We said this is not a bakery. We don't bake opinions, and it's not a slice of cake. Yours is yours. Everybody's is everybody's. Let's not insult each other because of what people feel. See, when we come back, we'll read your comments. Mombi has done hand signs, gangster signs, but Mombi, we are out. Thank you. Sorry.